What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Your Own Path podcast. Again, just to reiterate what this brand is about, it's kind of about raising awareness for mental health, showing ways that I coped with stress and anxiety, ways that you guys can cope with stress and anxiety. Again, I'm just here to help raise awareness for mental health. To introduce myself, my name is Justin. I'm a junior in college. I am a liberal arts major. I played sports all throughout my life. Basically, I played baseball and basketball. I have a big interest in all professional sports, NFL, NBA, MLB. It's a little bit about myself and kind of just get right into it. So my issues with anxiety and stress, they really kind of started in middle school, definitely when school and grades really start to matter. It's kind of hard to give an exact date, but when probably 7th and 8th grade, when start trying out for sports teams and things of that nature, and you go through puberty, hormones really start to increase throughout your body and things like that. I got cut from my I didn't try out for my 7th grade year for baseball. I tried out for basketball. I did not make it. 8th grade, I tried out for both and did not make it again. But that's just something I had to go through, face some adversity. Really taught me to grow as a person, really zone in, focus on one sport that I wanted to play in travel ball, which happened to be baseball. As you go through high school, stress and anxiety really starts to pick up. I went through phases in 9th grade and 10th grade of really finding out who I am, finding a nice friend group, just like normal things that kids go through. Friend groups were tough. I was always worried about what I looked like and what clothes I wore, what other people would perceive me as. Some kids said things to me and they were like, "Oh, why'd you do that?" Or "That was so stupid." But things like that, you just kind of got to grow. You just got to brush it off. But being that 9th, 10th grader, trying to make friends, trying to make a name for myself, it really took a toll on me. And that's when my anxiety really started to kick in. Was really worrying about what other people thought. And as you get older, you don't really have to worry about that. Something that really switched for me right around the end of 9th grade. I didn't try out for baseball because of some other outside issues. But I had the coach who was hearing about me, and he asked one of my friends, he said, where's Justin? Why isn't he trying out? And my friend said, "Oh, he's just due to injury. He's not going to try out." And hearing that was like, wow, like someone actually wants to be on their team, someone cares about me, someone is asking what I'm doing. That was something that really started to change for me. And then that following year, I tried out for the team. All my friends were encouraging me. We were at the baseball field every day just to make sure I reached my full potential. I did. I at first didn't get the starting job, and about halfway through the year, I was started in a game and I went 4 for 5. And then I ended up starting the rest of the year. 11th and 12th grade is when you really start picking out colleges. And that's definitely a very stressful time. You have teachers hounding you about grades and all these letters of recommendations. And you have meetings with colleges and you have to decide if you want to play your sport in the college. And something personally I didn't want to do at the time. Once I got to school, it took me a couple months actually to pick out where I was going to college. I was originally going to stay home. I was going to commute, and then one day, stayed up till 4 a.m. with my brother and my mom, and we decided that maybe I could stay home but live on campus. That way I'm not too far from home, but I'm still not technically home. Then one day I went to work, which happened to be the next day, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go away to school. A couple of my friends were going to the school I'm at now. We were on a Zoom call because it was during COVID. I did a virtual tour and I fell in love with the school. I said, you know what, that's where I'm going. I made that commitment post the next day, and here I am now. In school is really where the anxiety and stress starts to pick up here. When I'm in college, grades weren't the best. It's a transition to a new time. Classes are different. You only have to go to class, like some classes are only 3 times a week, some classes are 1 time a week. So some classes have a lot more work, some classes have less work, and it really started to get to me. I had some of the worst grades in my life my first semester freshman year, and I was on the phone with my mom, my dad, my brother, grandparents, you name it. I was on the phone with them just trying to figure out ways that I could, get myself to be a better person, be better in the classroom, things like that. Really to strive to get those better grades, make new friends, because that's something I struggle with. I struggle with trying to make new friends. Listen, I'm a very personable person, but it feels weird for me to just walk up to you and try and start a conversation. It's a little difficult. Something I'm working on, which is why part of the reason I'm doing this brand. It helps me venture out and it helps me spread a positive light on this community. So here I am. I went to school for about 2 years. In October of 2021 was when everything kind of just fell down on me. I was having trouble with friends. There was arguments almost every day. It was really, really a rough time. It got to a point where I was stressed every single day. I was having headaches every single day until I finally started doing something about it. I was getting back in the gym and I started speaking to someone. I still speak to them to this day. It's over a year now, almost a year and a half that I speak to them on a weekly basis. And I think everyone should speak to someone. It definitely is something that helps. It's taken me a long way. They help me with situations that my friends can't help me with. And sometimes I need to speak about my friends and give advice on what to do there. And they help me out. Girl situations, friend situations, family situations, you name it. They're there to listen. They're there to help you. I think it's a great way to just have someone listen. When I first started doing it, everyone supported me. I let my close friends know. I said, hey guys, like, my mental health is not where it needs to be. I'm just going to take a little break. I'm going to talk to someone. I'm getting it right. And they all have my back 100%. So that's just kind of a little background on me. That's ways that I've coped with these things. Just some other strategies are definitely just go to the gym. I think going to the gym is one of the most important things that you could do to help save your mental health, for lack of a better term. You go let your frustration out. You can go and just make yourself look better. Long-term health. There's just many positives to going to the gym besides the physical effects of it. Like I said, maybe you're struggling with confidence and now you go to the gym for a couple of months. You're looking better. You're feeling better. You're eating right. And now maybe that girl that you wanted to talk to is now noticing you and saying, wow, like, Justin's really putting that effort in the gym, like good for him. Or it doesn't even have to be a girl. One of your friends could be like, wow, you've been like going to the gym, like you look good. And it feels good to hear that reassurance 100%. I've been through it. I'm going through it right now. I didn't go to the gym for a while. I was saying when I go back to school, I'll go to the gym. And my friend sat me down and said, listen, these are things that are causing you to feel this way. Make some changes now. Go to the gym tomorrow. Don't wait till next week. And shout out to them, because that's exactly what I did. I've been back in the gym for about a month and a half. I'm already seeing those changes. I'm feeling better. My confidence is much higher than it's ever been. And I ultimately I feel great. I feel better. And it's something that I think everyone should do. It might not be the gym, but maybe go for a walk for an hour and a half. Go shoot some hoops for an hour. Do something that makes you happy. Get that exercise in, and you'll ultimately feel better. That confidence will be higher. You'll have less stress because you're working it out. I think that is one of the main things to help raise your mental health. Just some stats that I think are important for everyone to know. These are just some quick Google searches that I looked up. But 31.9% of teens have some sort of anxiety disorder. 38% of female teens have anxiety disorder, and 26.1% of male teens have an anxiety disorder. 88% of college students reported their life to be stressful, and around 24.6% of mental health clinics stated that anxiety was the top concern of their college student patients. This is a stat that is not talked about enough. I feel people do not want to talk about their mental health. I feel like people put people down if they talk about their mental health. It is something that is super important, and it's just time that we start really following along with our peers and unite more as a community, rather than, just leave him alone, whatever. Because someone may be feeling the same way. It's the way you kind of present yourself. You don't want people to know if you're having your best day or you're having your worst day. I personally try and keep a smile on my face all the time. Many people have come to me and told me that people are like, wow, Justin's always having a smile on his face. And that's something that makes you feel good inside. People just noticing that you're always happy, you're never really sad, and even if you are, they don't know it. Something that will make others happy. Be the light in the room. Don't be the darkness kind of thing. If you see a group of people, or maybe 2 or 3 people walk in, they look a little upset, go up to them and give them a compliment. Again, I think everyone should be talking about their mental health. I'm always here. Your friends are always here. They should always have your backs 100%. And if they don't, they're most likely not your friend. I know I have a few friends that I can go to, and no matter what I have to talk about, good, bad, gross, not gross, gym related, sports related, they're here to listen, and I appreciate them for that. That is something that I take pride in. I will always be honest with you. I will always let you know what's going on, and I think everyone should do the same. Yeah, I think a lot of people that you see, the people that you might think are the most perfect human beings, they never have an issue and they're never stressed, they never have anxiety. Odds are they do. It's something that a lot of people deal with, and some people just don't want to talk about it because it might hurt their image. And that's fine. That's what they want to do. They can keep that to themselves. But it's time that we shine a light and really bear down on this mental health and help people that are in need. It's something that everyone should talk about. And I know I keep saying that, but I really want to make sure I get that message across that you're not alone. And if you are stressed or you're anxious or you're having a bad day, something I said to my therapist was when we were having a conversation, I said, if you're having a bad day, you don't have to beat that bad day. You could let it take its course. Tomorrow's a new day. If it's not going to matter in 5 years, it's not going to matter in 5 minutes. Just take it day by day. You get through that day, and I've been in spots where I've been sad for 1, 2, 3, 4 days, maybe even a week, but you're going to get over it eventually. You can rewrite your own path every day. Never too late to better yourself. One quote that I found recently from last night's NBA dunk contest, a part of Mac McClung's quote was, you can really do whatever you want to do. Someone that you respect so much tells you that you can't do it or it doesn't matter. Literally, if you manifest and put your mind to it, you can literally make your life and reinvent yourself every day. And personally, I can relate to him. There was a time where I was upset for days, weeks, months. People still say stuff about TikToks I used to make, and I admit I wasn't in a great place, but it's what made me me. You don't have to worry about what you did. You can't change it. It's how you take on the next day, and the day after that, and the day after that, the next week, the next month, the next year. You can make yourself better now. You don't have to wait a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks like I planned on doing until my friends said, you got to be doing this now. Because the longer you wait, the longer you're going to feel like this. And it worked. Here I am 2 months later. I've started my own brand. I'm trying to raise awareness. I feel better. I look better. I'm eating better, making new friends. I'm venturing out, and I'm not scared to do it. The way to fight these things is put yourself in uncomfortable situations, because when it comes up again, you're not going to say, oh, I'm uncomfortable, I can't do it. You already broke that barrier, and now you're able to do it again. You want to go talk to that girl or that guy across campus, instead of not doing it, just go do it. Worst comes to worst, you get shot down, you get rejected. Then something left about the next day with your friends. Like, oh, I went up to this cute girl, this cute guy, and I went for it, but I got rejected. And you know what? You make yourself better, and it's their loss, not your loss. There's plenty of fish in the sea. One analogy that one of my close friends gave me was, this situation is just a grain of sand on a beach. And when that wave comes in, it's going to get washed away, and odds are you're not going to see it again. And that's how you have to take life. That's how you have to take every situation. Because if it's something that you want, you pick it up, and you take care of it, and when it's done, it's done. That is something that has stuck by me for a long time. It's been almost 3 or 4 years, and like I said, here I am. I've created my own brand. I'm raising awareness. I'm looking better, feeling better. And I can say confidently that situation that I felt uncomfortable in, I did it, and now I feel better about it. And now it's just like, could you imagine, like, you couldn't do that? Or just something like now. I would never in a million years think I was going to start my own brand and sit in front of a camera and talk about my mental health because I just thought it would hurt my image. Or I didn't know how people would react to it. But here I am. I'm doing it. I don't care. If people want to follow me, fine. If people don't want to follow me, fine. I'm not going to judge you if you don't, and I'm not going to judge you if you do. I just ask that everyone as a community really dials in and helps this mental health cause, because it's not something that we should be afraid of. We should be tackling these numbers, decreasing them, because it's important to the community's mental health and the kids our age's mental health that we really attack stress and anxiety and make it more of a stress-free environment. Again, there will be more of these to come in the future. My name is Justin. Thank you guys for listening. Join me on this path, and I'll see you guys soon.